I prompted ChatGPT to write a post for this blog, based purely on a single post. Maybe due to limited samples for ideation, it decided to write about itself. Typical, I reformatted it to my usual style. This is the original prompt and answer. After it wrote a shorter one. I expanded the prompt to the following. So the original prompt was, write another post of about 2,500 words for the account http://thinkerstream.medium.com, my previous blog address. Then I wrote, write another post of about 2,500 words for this account, and then, so that's what I wrote, that's what I already said. And then within about 1 to 2 minutes, it responded with the post you might have seen, so the previous post on AI. First, I wanted to already tell the reader right from the start. And also, there are already quite a few other experiments a la, and by the way, everything you just watched, read, listened to was written by ChatGPT. But then, on the other hand, I just got an article that would have taken me at least an hour to write myself, then adding pictures and proofreading, often resulting in a few hours per post. This is in part why I recently concentrated on video. A few notes: there are no grammatical errors in this post. I am not English native, therefore I often look up words and probably stumble over basic sentence structures and idioms quite often. Also when reading. ChatGPT seemingly does not have this problem. Not a single red underline of autocorrection. An advantage of doing an experiment like this in blog form is that my presentation style is not that different, because I, the presenter, usually also the writer or simultaneously writer and speaker, am present in videos. And since most videos of mine are not word for word scripted, the most I use is steps in a task manager. So I'm talking about the other videos, not the one where I just read my blog posts. In a task manager, most of the time I talk freely. A scripted video or reading from a teleprompter would have been somewhat obvious. Others have managed to perform this magic trick, but I haven't. Ali Abdaal seemingly pulled something similar off on Twitter. So he posted some tweets on productivity, and then after the fact he revealed that this was his highest performing tweets of all time. So Ali Abdaal on Twitter. 24 hours ago, I tried an experiment. I tweeted a thread with 15 productivity hacks. It's become one of my highest performing tweets of all time, with over 1 million impressions and 23,648 engagements. The truth is, the entire thread was written by an AI. Let me explain. Hello, my friends, Ali Abdaal here. There is also the risk of ChatGPT closing its free preview at any moment, and it did actually, kind of, because it released ChatGPT 4, and the other one it made kind of less available by limiting the free version. Just like DALL-E beginning to offer still some limited free version, as kind of happened also with DALL-E, so I predicted this correctly here. Tap on my shoulders, I think the right idiom is. DALL-E is the image generator of OpenAI. For illustrating the blog post, I didn't use DALL-E due to a temporary problem with finding the login details of my OpenAI account, but instead I used a demo version of Stable Diffusion 2.1 on huggingface.co, another image generator, which at first did only give me a few very bland looking pictures after prompting it with very abstract terms like this: negative consequences of artificial intelligence. So it didn't give me back anything exciting. Only a few pictures that had like network structures in it and faces. Then I had an idea, adding in the style of Transformers, and then it gave me robots in the style of Transformers, which was very nice. First I thought I have to spend the next few days generating ideas and posts, probably one of the best opportunities offered to me till now. I previously already thought about bringing writers onto one of my blogs, either on the already existing blogs or creating new publications. The problem with this approach, this would mean I would exchange time I could create myself, which I fairly enjoy, and replace it with time in the role of an editor, manager, or quality controller. Therefore, I ditched the idea for now, then. But then language models began to become better. I saw YouTube videos about people apparently creating whole YouTube channels using the previous versions of the language model ChatGPT that it is based on. The previous models using previous versions of the language model ChatGPT is based on, but also charging for it. Then ChatGPT was made publicly available for free. I first tried a few simple prompts: should I quit sugar, which it delivered fairly reasonable answers to. Avoid it if you can, etc. Does it also generate content ideas? I tried. So what I prompted here is generate 25 new content ideas based on the already posted content of this channel. and then I posted my YouTube channel here, and then it posted a lot of ideas, 25 to be exact. The top 10 ways AI is changing the world, the ethics of AI, guide for beginners. My videos weren't about AI. It just, every single topic was about AI. Very weird. Even though I would say there is a slight bias towards AI content. Ridiculous. Again, it is like every blogger just talking about themselves, like this blog. Here, me speaking about myself, which leaves questions. Did it read the titles of my videos? Could it maybe access the transcript of the videos? Apparently, up until this point not, because ChatGPT was trained with data, I think, till the end of 2019, but not further. ChatGPT 4, on the other hand, and also Bing now is out there, so Bing's AI, and there is also Bard from Google now. Did it just pretend to know an answer to my question, and in reality it just gave me more or less standard content ideas? In another query, when I wanted to generate an end-of-year review, so end-of-year review tweets for Twitter, it told me its training data ends somewhere in 2021. This leaves the question, how then can another model generate these ideas for Ali Abdaal? This channel is intended for sharing my abstracter thoughts, my more abstract thoughts and ideas, the ones where I, the writer, and on the video also the presenter, share usually the subset of ideas where I do not have to use my own life as context. But for the more general ones, not related to me, like the top 10 ways AI is changing the world,